Hello YouTube. On my last trip me and Joanna took, a problem arose where we were inside the van trying to open this door from the inside using, this button right here, and the door wouldn't open. So a quick Google search revealed that there's a common problem with the Nissan vans, the door latch or the door lock not always working properly. So I did a lot of research and figured out that apparently this door sensor right here is poorly designed, and that when the door slides closed, it doesn't always make a good contact on this on these contacts over here. So the door sensor, the door comes closed and it doesn't have good contact on these contacts here for all of them, is supposedly the issue. I guess round and round, when these vans first come out, the dealership couldn't fix it, and there was all kinds of problems with the dealer trying to figure out what the problem was, sending it to body shops and stuff like that. Well, somebody finally figured out how to fix it, I guess, and I guess the fix is pretty simple, supposedly. I have not tried this. This is not verified by me. This is just something I found on the internet. But you take these screws out and you put a washer behind them in order to push these posts out farther so they make a better connection over here. So that's what I'm going to try, and we'll see how it works. A lot of people use two washers. I have a washer here that's as thick as two washers, so I'm going to go ahead and use it and just put it back on, line it back up. I can see exactly where it used to be, and I'm just going to put it back together using these washers real quick. It should be a quick, simple fix here, supposedly. I'm skeptical, but I couldn't find any YouTube videos on this, so I thought I would make a video showing it, because I couldn't find any. So I'm just tightening these back up. Don't over tighten them. This is plastic, just nice and snug. And as you can see, this has been, I don't know if you can see this real well, but this has been spaced out now. And I got some silicone here that that after I make sure that this works and the door closes and everything works properly, blah blah blah, I'll seal this edge up with this clear silicone, and you won't even be able to tell I did anything. But let's see if the door works. Nice and easy, so we don't break nothing. Okay, so the door seems to work. Let me lock and unlock it. Okay, so the door locks and unlocks, supposedly. Let's get in here and see if the door opens as it should. Okay, so there's our door closed. And where'd my lock go? Okay, so I'm going to lock it. And then what happened, it happened twice while we were on our last trip camping in the van, is that I would lock the van when we'd go to bed and wake up in the morning. I couldn't open this door. It was kind of a problem because with all the camping gear in here and stuff, it was a little difficult to get through this door into the front, out the driver's door, and then around and open it. And then the outside latch always worked. Couldn't open the back door because that's where my battery box was on a was on one of those load carrying things, one of those hitch carriers on the back, so you couldn't open up the rear door. So kind of a problem. Let's see if it works. Let me go ahead and hit the unlock button here. Actually, let me just manually unlock it. Okay, that seems like it's working. Let me lock it again, and let me unlock it with the buttons. Okay, seems like it's working. I mean, only time will tell. I mean, it doesn't do it all the time, so it's just one of those intermittent things, and you don't like it to be, you know, you to be on the inside of this van when it happens. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do preventative maintenance here anyway, and go ahead and seal this up with silicone. That way I don't have to worry about it doing it later. It's about 10 million degrees here in Arizona, so I'm trying to work very quickly here so I don't catch on fire and croak. It's 108 degrees today. So let me just quickly seal this up. And I'm going to try and do as a pretty uniform bead of silicone as I can. This is most likely not even necessary, but I don't want to take any chances of water getting into the door, causing problems years down the road with rust and stuff. This side is a bit more difficult to deal with. It's a little bit tighter up against the door. And then we'll just do the top. Oh man, this stuff is a little on the brittle side here. Get a little bit, the side was a little bit, gonna make sure that we have some contact here all the way around on this side. Okay, well that's all there is to it right there. I'm just going to let that seat up. I guess this tip is a one-time use kind of thing. There ain't no way that's working again. But there you have it. I need to seal up some stuff on my battery box anyway. But that should work, and I'll report back whether or not I ever have the door lock me in. At first I thought it was this this cable right here. This is the cable that releases the lock from this button. This cable is the one that does it, and I thought maybe this cable was kind of coming up on top of here like that, and then when you close the door it was getting bound up. But according to the interweb, a quick Google search, as you can quickly do yourself, this is the common problem. I guess the vans that have alarm systems, you know, they'd close the door, lock the van, and then the alarm would go off because it wouldn't register the door being closed. I'm just going to put a little silicone goop right here, a little silicone blob right there, if I can get it to cooperate with me, and then I'll just kind of sit this in there just to make sure. Now we don't know which one of these two fixes, if it's fixed, is the real fix. But that silicone will kind of hold that cable down as well, in case I'm right. But anyway, guys, just a quick video in case you're having the same problem. This is what my research shows fixes it, and hopefully it does. And report back, you know, your experiences as well. Talk to you later on that end.